On July 17, 1982, Floyd Babb was murdered in Eaton, Michigan. His body was found 2 days later in a nearby park. The man last seen with Babb that night was Dwight Dexter. Dexter was later convicted of murder and sentenced to death. After more than 25 years on death row, the Supreme Court will review Dexter's case to determine whether Dexter was afforded due process in the criminal justice system. You, the lawyers for the Criminal Bar Association, have been asked to submit a brief to the Supreme Court advising it in this case. To prepare your brief, you must examine evidence relating to the crime, investigation, arrest, trial, and appeals process of Dwight Dexter. You have traveled here to Eaton, Michigan to gather evidence about the case. While here, you will interview key witnesses and examine testimony and documents related to the case. You will then write your Supreme Court briefs. You have an important job in front of you. Your briefs will help determine the fate of defendant Dwight Dexter. You will now interview your first witness. She is Diane Babb, the mother of victim Floyd Babb. Please follow me. Mrs. Babb is waiting for us.
Thank you all very much for coming to Eaton to investigate what happened to our son. Even after all this time, we miss Floyd terribly, and we just want some closure on his murder. Floyd was our youngest child. He was an energetic, free-spirited teenager who loved life. He was well-liked and had lots of friends. He was a kind, gentle boy who always saw the goodness in others. In 1982, it was a Saturday night, and I'll never forget it. Floyd left our house to go to a dance at the local community center with his girlfriend, Deborah. There, he ran into Dwight Dexter. Dwight worked at the same McDonald's where Floyd worked. It was a rainy night, and Floyd offered Dwight a ride home. He and Dwight took Deborah home, then decided to hang out at a local park. Dwight murdered our son in that park. He shot him twice, once in the side of the head and then point blank between the eyes. Then Dwight ran off, leaving our sweet boy in a river there in the park. Dwight stole Floyd's car, drove it to Detroit, and then abandoned it. They never did find my boy's car. The police found Floyd 2 days later. Sheriff Dodd began an immediate investigation and arrested Dwight. Dwight was convicted of capital murder and sentenced to die. Dwight has been sitting on death row for over 25 years. He has filed appeal after appeal, and it just seems like this will never end. After more than 25 years, we still wait for justice to be served in the name of our Floyd.
Okay, sorry guys, that's the best I could do.